So are you one of those people who shop and leave their receipts? You don't take your receipt when you're done shopping? Then this video is for you. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be sharing with you guys all about identity theft. Identity theft occurs when someone or an unauthorized individual uses personal information like your age, your social insurance number, your name, your credit card information to commit crimes like fraud or opening an account that you did not authorize, and so on and so forth. This can be reported to police. Alright, so before I go ahead of myself, I'll be sharing with you guys things to look out for and things to do to protect yourself from identity theft. And I'll let you guys know that it's important for us to remember that vulnerability does not lie in the technology that is being used, but instead it lies in how we use the technology. So if you're wondering why should you care, and a lot of times we think identity theft would not happen to us. Instead we think of what would happen to other people far away. You know, 1 in 5 people experience identity theft daily. So we have, like, if you think of about 100,000 of residents, we have close to 20% of them that have claimed that their identity have been stolen or things have been done to them related to identity theft. So this is a very important topic. So sit back, grab yourself a cup of coffee and enjoy. Alright, so what are the things you need to look out for? Dumping your emails or your mails in the garbage. Dumping anything that has your personal information in your garbage. There was a study that showed in US that a guy was basically living off. He would basically wake up at night and shop around in people's garbages for their identity, their personal information, and use that as a source of living, and it was making millions of dollars. So this is a very important topic. So you want to watch out for things that your personal information that you throw out in the garbage. Watch out for using things like public Wi-Fi. So when you use public Wi-Fi, it's okay to use public Wi-Fi, but be sure to make sure that you're not doing things like logging into your account information, sending email transfer, signing like a very personal document and all of those kind of stuff. So yes, you can use public Wi-Fi, but just be careful. Sometimes they use public Wi-Fi to gain access to your personal information. They'll mostly call early in the morning when you're very tired, or call towards in the evening when you're so tired and coming back from work, and their target is elderly people and young adults like students and all. Another thing they do is use there's a term called smishing. So basically how that works is they send you an emergency text, and that gears you up like, oh, you need to do this as soon as possible. You need to help your family member that they're in trouble and all, or you need to click this link, or your account to be blocked, or things like your account to get expired. You know, they try to be manipulative, and you want to be careful as to clicking any link that will transfer you to another link. If anything is very urgent, it wouldn't be a text message that will be sent to you. It'll probably be a phone call. So make sure that if you get a text message and you're not sure of where it's coming from, or sometimes they will use the logo of your financial institution or use the logo of your school or CRA, but you want to be careful. One of the things we look at, because I work in a financial institution, one of the things we look at is before you click a link, make sure that the link is got the HTTPS. A lot of time, most of their links are usually HTTP. So look out for things like that. So it's HTTPS. Another thing you also want to look out for is when you're trying to search up something on the website, you see a lot of suggestions that will come up. Most of them would have those ads, and when you click on them, it will take you to their website before transferring you over to the actual site. So make sure as much as you can to be aware of that. Another suggestion that I have here is using credit cards. If you're using credit card online these days, we buy most things are done online. So as much as you can, if you're unsure of a website, I'll suggest registering for a PayPal account, or better still, you use a prepaid card, because that way they don't have access to any of your information, they don't have any access to you. Prepaid card, once it's used, is done, and that's it. Alright, so now that we've talked about ways to identify identity theft, let's talk about how to protect yourself. The first thing on my list here is to do a regular yearly credit check. So you get a credit report, and you can do that through the Equifax. I'll have the link in the description box below. Equifax or TransUnion, and it's free. I think the first time is free, and I believe maybe after that they charge. I'm not 100% sure, but yearly is okay. As long as you've done it in a year, is okay. And if you should lose your card or your credit card, any information like that, you want to make sure that you call your financial institution right away to block the card and let them know you have lost your, if it's your credit card, or if it's your debit card, let them know you've lost it. Another thing you can also keep in mind is to, before clicking a link, make sure that the link has the HTTPS, and always type the website you're going to by yourself in full. Don't click on the suggestion that you've been given. So for instance, now you want to type on maybe University of Regina. Type in www.universityofregina.ca in full. Don't just type up www.university of, and you start seeing list of options that will come to you, and you click on that. A lot of times, like I said earlier, there are malicious links in those suggestions that have been given to you. It would take you to the U of our website, but they've taken you first to a page where some of your information will be taken, your personal information, and you want to be careful of that. Another thing would be to get a shredder, guys. I can't emphasize how important this is. It took me a while to realize it, but now that I realize how important this is, I have a shredder in my life, and I bet you guys it is very important to get one. So once you shred anything, you can then toss it out. One of the highest way that you see is of identity theft is you see uncles using their nephew or nieces. You know, you see aunties, and you see children using their grandparents. You know, things like that. You think it's not common, but it is. These are things that are happening. So be careful. Your friends, if you live in a room where you share rooms with other roommates, you want to make sure that things that has your personal information are locked up in a safe place. And once you're done with them, you want to make sure that you shred them and you dump them away. All right. A study done in 2018 by Goosen shows that $21.2 million are what we lose to what we call identity theft. Keep yourself safe, keep your family safe, and that's how we can get rid of identity theft. Not to say we can stop them or anything, but these are ways you can prevent yourself. Don't click on links that you're not sure of. Better still, if you get an emergency alert or emergency message or email or phone call, don't ever give your information out. Better still, call whoever it is you're referring to. If it's your financial institution, if it's your school, if it's CRA, go ahead and go on the CRA website and call the phone number on the CRA website. If it's your financial institution, call the phone number on your financial institution. Reach out to them and let them know, did they send you a phone call, did they email you, this is what you've got. Send it to them and get yourself protected. If you like what you've seen so far, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this video to as many people as you feel should benefit. I mean, you should share this video to a lot of people, because this is something that we need to bring to people's awareness. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon.